So, did you hear about the lady who got married on her 50th birthday to herself? Yes, I just happened to be scrolling TikTok and I found this video of what I thought was a real wedding. And then as I watched the videos, I realized that this lady is getting married to herself. So, yes, we have got to talk about it in this video. But first, let me formally introduce myself. My name is Lanyel Kuzar, and this is Yes Event Academy, where we talk about all things events. Now, if you love decorating and if you want to turn your decorating passion into a business, I have classes that'll help. Now, I cannot play the music that was actually played at this wedding because I will get a copyright strike. Let me show you. This is how the wedding opened up. I didn't even notice this at first. There's only women coming down the aisle. Like, there are no men coming down the aisle. It's just women. But look at how many women are walking down the aisle. Do you see those decorations? Do you see those red roses? This looks like a real wedding. She spent some real money on these decorations. Again, I just want to point out, do you see all of these people who are there to witness and celebrate this occasion? So after the praise dance, here comes the bride. And I'm going to turn the volume up so that you can hear the ceremony.
Today, Tracy married. Can we give it up for the bride? Dearly beloved, family, friends, and honored guests, we are gathered here today in the sight of God and in the presence of this wonderful company to join this woman, Tracy, and this formidable, timeless, mathematical, perfect partner, the number 50. Now, I know some of you may be asking, how can a person marry a number? Well, in Tracy's case, it's absolutely. She's given her heart to so many people.
So let me just say this. This lady must have a very supportive circle, a very supportive family, very supportive friends. If I were to tell my mom and dad, if I were to tell my sister, even if I told my son that I was going to get married to myself, they would look at me like I was crazy. They would laugh. They would look at me like I was crazy, and then they would completely dismiss me. Okay? I am 43 years old. In 7 years, if I decided to get married to myself on my 50th birthday, my family would have a laughing stock. Like, they literally, there's nobody. I'm telling my family would not be coming out to support me like that. They would say to me, either you have a birthday party or you go yourself somewhere and sit down, because we are not going to support this nonsense. Like, this lady has such a supportive network, such a supportive circle. And do you see the money? Like, she spent so much money on that birthday party, which is her right. Okay, because I already know there's going to be some people in my comments saying, oh, she just wasted all that money, blah, 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 blah. Listen, if she has the money to spend, she could spend it however she wants to. My only question is, why not just have a birthday party? You can have a birthday party. People can walk into your birthday party. Like, they could have done that whole entrance right? She could have walked in, she could have had the praise dancers. Why marry yourself? Why not just have a 50th birthday? Now, I will say, as a professional decorator, these decorations were on point. The red and the black, everything was popping. Like everything looked beautiful. That's the reason why I thought it was a real wedding. I have never heard, I don't think I've ever heard of anybody spending that much money on a wedding to themselves. Another thing, do pastors marry? Well, let me say it like this. Would a pastor let you marry yourself? Like, I was thinking to myself, is that her pastor? Is that her pastor up there marrying her? Because from a Christian standpoint, I don't know how I feel about that, but it could have been an officiant, right? She could have hired a wedding officiant to officiate her wedding to herself. But I'm not sure how I feel about pastors standing up there and marrying, like officiating a wedding where you're marrying yourself. But I don't know. Maybe this was just a fun birthday thing. Maybe it wasn't even real, right? Maybe it was just for the fun of it. Like she just made the decision to say, you know what? I am sick and tired of waiting on getting married. I'm just going to marry myself. Or who knows? She may have went through a traumatic year. Her 49th year may have been a really traumatic year. So she just said, you know what? I'm going to commit to myself from here on out. I don't know. But I just thought it was so crazy. It was so crazy to me that this was such a beautiful wedding. It was such a beautiful wedding. I am sitting up here waiting for the other person to come, like, stand by her, and come to find out she's marrying herself. So I guess that's what we're doing in 2026. We don't have to wait to get married anymore. We can just marry ourselves. But let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think in the comments. Have you ever heard of somebody marrying themselves? Would you spend this amount of money? Would you do this? Like, even if some people may say, oh, I don't have the money, right? I don't even have the money to do this. But if you had the money to do it, right? Would you? Would you do that? I don't know. I don't know. For me personally, I would just have a 50th birthday party because my family would not support me marrying myself. They would think that I'm crazy. My dad would say what? Say what now? You want to do what? My dad would look at me like I was crazy. My son would literally put me on social media and put me on blast. Like my son would even look at me like, Ma, no, you need to go sit down somewhere. So this would not be an option for me. I would have to have a 50th birthday party. But let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video.